This video is very important for you, so make sure to stay if you want to learn how you can earn money with your games and apps showing ads from Google Admob. So welcome to a new video where we are going to review how we can set up our project to start earning money with advertising in Google Admob. So for that, I would like to first introduce Google Admob, that is the ad network of Google for apps and games. So basically, Google Admob will look like this. In here you will have your panel and you will have the complete control on all your apps and games. So you can see different metrics, you can see how much you're earning, and you can get paid. So in Google Admob we have a very different kind of ad formats. So the most common you will know as, for example, the banner, the interstitial and rewarded. Let me start this game and show you some of these examples. So for example, this is one of the most common ads you will see, a banner ad in the bottom of your screen. It can be bigger, okay? In this case, it's just an example, it's a small one. But also, for example, when you finish the game, you're playing a game and you fail, so it finishes. Also, an interstitial, in this case, ad format is being displayed at full screen. And we can also check another common format that will be the rewarded ad. So an ad that when you play it, you will need to watch a video for some seconds, and once it's finished, you can close and you will get a reward in your game. In this case, 100 coins we got. So these are the three most common formats we can use in Google Admob. And in today's video, what we are going to do is just set up the Google Admob account, also set up the project to initialize the advertisement and be able to show ads. And in future videos, we will implement each of these three kind of ads in detail. So let's start with the first step, that will be to create an Admob account. For that, you will need to go to apps.admob.com, and in here you can register, and once you succeed, you will see this screen. So it's very important to explain one thing, that is the Admob has a payment threshold. So until you don't reach a minimum amount, for example, in my case is 70 euros, you will not be able to get paid. But as soon as you reach that threshold, you will be paid every month. Okay, so every month, if you are over 70 euros in this case, you will get paid. So yeah, just register to Admob, and once your account is okay, you will be able to see this, and from here you can create your applications. At the end, the applications you create in Admob should be equivalent to the applications you will publish later in the Google Store, the Google Play, in a relationship one-to-one. Okay, so one application I will publish in Google Play should have also its equivalent in Admob, so that you can check for that application how the advertising is going, how much you are earning with each of the ads, etc. So let's start with the setup. So once you have the Google Admob account, the first thing we will need to do is create a new app. For that, we will go to the tab Apps and we will add app. So in here we can choose if we are going to create an application focused on Android or iOS. In my case will be Android, and it will ask if the app is already published in the App Store. In this case, no, because I am still in the development phase. So we are creating an application, so we are still developing and it's not published yet. So we will say no. If we select no, what will happen is that later, when we publish the application to Google Play, we will need to link it. So we need to explain to Admob this app that has been just published in the Google Play, it's equivalent to this app that you have here in Admob. So it makes correctly the relationship between both, and your app is validated. So for your information, basically, there is a mandatory review in Admob. So every app or game, you must link it from the Google Play Store and needs to go through a process to validate it, ensure that the implementation of ads is okay, that you are not doing anything incorrect, not according to the policies of Google. And once this is completed, you will be able to show ads with no problem. Until the validation is not done, you will face limitations and probably ads will not be shown in your app at all. So now here we can put a name to our application. This is just a temporary name because once we link, it will get automatically the corresponding name from the Google Play. Okay, perfect. So we have successfully added this new game name application to our Admob panel. So we can see it in here. If we go to apps, this is an app that I had here before, and this is the new app I have created. Okay, so if we click on it, it's already open. We will see this. We will see, as I was telling you, that requires a review. So until review is completed, we will not be able to show ads. We will face limitations. So this is the first step. We need to create an application in Admob that will be equivalent to the one we will publish later in Google Play. And each of these applications has a unique ID, as you can see. Okay, so this is the app ID. This is unique for my application and my account. So Google will know, okay, all the traffic in this application belongs to this developer and this application. So once that we have created the application in Admob, the next step we will need to do is import in our Unity project the Google Mobile Ads plugin so that we can use all the methods to request and show ads. So for that, we will follow the documentation official from Unity is this one. I will paste in the description of this video the link to it so we can follow it. You can follow it together with me in this video. So we will just go to the first option, get started, where we can see the first steps. And basically we will scroll down until we can see this option, download the plugin. We will click on it and it will redirect us to the repository where they have all the packages related to the Google Mobile Ads plugin. We can see that the latest version is 8.7.0 that was delivered some weeks ago. So we can just download this one and use it for our game. We will download the Unity package, so the first file in here. Okay. And here we have it, so we will be able to import it to our game. If you want an older version, you can just go here to releases and you can see all of them. Okay, so the last one is 8.7.0, but you can download 8.6, 8.5.3, well, older versions. I for sure suggest to download the latest one because in here you have all the fixes to common issues that may be happening right now. And also, if they included any new feature, it will be available in this last version of the package, of the Google Mobile Ads plugin. Okay, so it's downloaded. We can just open our Unity project. That is this one we were working on. And we can import the Unity package containing all these methods we need. We will go to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, and we are going to choose the file we just downloaded. So we will go to Downloads. This is the one, Google Mobile Ads 8.7.0, the package, and we will open it. By default, everything is selected. You can see that all these files are new. They were not in my project. Just in case, I will click bottom left and the button All, and they will import. This will take some time. Unity will import all these files and dependencies that I am trying to get, and our project will be almost ready to show ads. Okay, perfect. So the import has finished. We can see on the bottom right that the scripts are still being processed. That's why we see these warnings. And we see at the bottom right this loading icon. So Unity is still compiling all these scripts, as you can see. Once it's finished, we can follow with the next step that will be inside the script folder. We're going to create a new script to load the ads. if this option appears to you, the most recommended part is to enable it. Okay, enable Unity to be able to resolve automatically the Android dependencies. Okay, no problem if it failed. Okay, we can clear this. Usually when you import plugins at the beginning, it's happening, but later on, once we work on it, we will try to force again the resolution of these dependencies and it will work. So don't worry. You can see now that all these folders have been included: external dependency manager, Google Mobile Ads, with some scripts and resources to create and show ads, and also the plugins. All these folders were not here before. We have imported them with the Unity package. So now we are ready to move on and initialize the ads. That is the last thing we are going to do in this video. So we can be ready and we can later on in future videos start creating some of these ads. So let's go then what we said, to the scripts folder, button right click and create a new C# script that is going to be the ad manager. In this script we will configure all our ads. In this video what we are going to do is just initialize the Google Mobile Ads plugin, so we can start making some requests and requesting some ads. And for that we will also follow the documentation. So in every case we are going to follow the documentation. That is what is going to be useful for us. So let's go back. Okay, instead of this we were here in the get started. So if we scroll down after importing the plugin, okay, and including the dependencies, okay, you can follow these steps later on if you want to configure your game. But basically what we need to do next is set up in this project the Admob app ID. Is the one that I show you here. Okay, this is the unique ID of my application. So in my project I can copy this and I need to keep a reference to it. So let me close this one. This is not the correct one. This is the correct game where we just imported the plugin. So we can go into assets. Now we see here a new option that is Google Mobile Ads, and in the settings we can see multiple options we can configure for this plugin. The first one will be the Google Mobile Ads app ID. So as our application is for Android, we can paste it in here and leave the other one blank. So if you want to optimize ad loading, delay the app measurement until you get the confirmation from the user, etc., you can click these clicks. I always do it. And now you are ready and you can move on. So now our Unity project contains the reference to the Admob project so that we can request ads and Google knows, okay, this is related with this app ID. This is a specific app and developer. Perfect. So once we set up this, we can continue in the documentation, checking what is next. And basically will be to initialize the mobile ads plugin. We're going to include this code in our script and we will check that it's working fine and getting correctly the app ID. So this is the new script we created, Ad Manager, and what I will do is in the method, but not in the start, in the method awake, I will change it to be awake. I want to call and initialize the ads. So very important to include this at the beginning, the dependency to the plugin in here, Google Mobile Ads.api, and later let's copy these two lines that are the ones that will initialize the mobile ads plugin. This will read from the configuration we just done in here and will read the corresponding app ID to initialize that application and start loading ads. So let's paste it in here in the awake method. We can just save and let's go back and run the scene to see that this is working fine. We will create an empty object that is going to be the ad manager. We will drag and drop our script in here. And now we are ready. We can save the scene, go to the console to see the logs and just play. Okay, perfect. So we can just stop right now the simulation, collapse to see the different messages that we got. And in here we can see that the mobile ads was successfully initiated. Okay, perfect. So until here, this video where we have seen easily how we can create a Google account, create an application inside the Admob, and later on we have followed the documentation to download the Google Mobile Ads plugin, import it in our Unity project, and adapt configure our project to start requesting ads. So we have introduced the application ID in our configuration, and we have also created the beginning of a script where we can initialize the Google Mobile Ads plugin so that we can later on start requesting and calling some ads. So I hope this video was useful. This is the essential part that you need to do at the beginning before starting to implement banner, interstitials, rewarded, or any other kind of ad formats. So I hope it was useful. If you have any problem during the implementation or if you have any question, please leave me a comment. I will read you and answer as soon as I can. So thank you so much for being here. See you in the next video where we are going to implement the banner ad format. See you then. Thank you.